Welcome to the JRPG Canon, a podcast where we play a little bit of a video game to learn a little bit about video games. I'm Sam Allman.
I'm Bernard.
And today we will be discussing the, oh man, I didn't write it down, 1997? Sounds right?
I'm not going to help you. If I help you, you won't learn.
No, it's true. We're playing Moon Remix RPG Adventure for the Nintendo Switch for this version. It originally came out on the PlayStation. And I'm very, very excited for this one. Have you ever played Moon before?
No.
Me neither.
I have not played Moon, but I love Moon because it's a weirdo, obscure game for freaks that barely anyone has played, at least outside Japan, and probably I don't think it's very big in Japan either, but also is like one of the most important, influential games ever.
So here's a hot exclusive about me. I love Onion games a lot, and I love Yoshiro Kimura, who is kind of like the brains of the operation, and I love him a whole lot. But of all of their games, I've only ever played Dandy Dungeon 1. I didn't even play the second half of Dandy Dungeon. But at some point on Twitter back in the day, the Onion Games Twitter posted about their YouTube channel where Yoshiro Kimura just chats about his games. I love game design, obviously. I'm doing a podcast about it, and listening to people talk about their passions is awesome. So I followed the YouTube channel and joined the Secret Onion Seller newsletter where they post dev diaries and stuff. And what I love about Kimura is that he seems to just deeply and truly love video games, but he's not trying to make a AAA game or get famous from games or anything like that. And none of his games even really sell that well. So it was really cool seeing a smaller indie game dev from across the pond talk about games the way that I talk about games. Kimura loves to give interviews, and he's really, really good at them. And I recommend watching his YouTube videos and reading the interviews that he's done with Patrick Klepek from Vice, Reb Valentine from IGN, Corey Arnold from Gamatsu, and his extended interview that's in John Szczepaniak's. I don't know. It's Czech or Polish or something. There's Z's in it. And it's his book is called The Untold History of Japanese Game Developers, and there's like a 45-page interview with Kimura. It's amazing.
Oh, wow.
With these interviews are everything that I use to piece together the history section. But honestly, it was just a great time reading them, and I recommend you just go and read the interviews. They're really good. But let's listen to some music from this game, and then we will talk about the history. So Onion Games is similar to Camelot, where it's been the same like three people for most of the time they've been making games, but they've gone by several different names as they've gone through it. Before they were Onion Games, they were Punchline, and before they were Punchline, they were Love Delic, and before they were that, they were Squaresoft Osaka, working on Romancing Saga 2. But before I can tell you that story, I have to tell you this story. In the early 70s, when Yoshiro Kimura was a child, he liked computers a lot and had figured out how to write basic programs in BASIC on his Panasonic JR200. One day, he read a newspaper article about Douglas Smith, the creator of Lode Runner, and how he had made Lode Runner by himself and was now able to pay off his house and buy 2 cars, all because of the success of the game. Kimura was inspired by this, not because Douglas Smith was rich, but because he was indie. He was like, if this one guy can make a game that's that good, so can I. And so he started making his basic programs into basic games. As he grew up into his 20s, he stayed interested in computers, which was not super duper common back in the day, even for people who were in the game industry. There was so much you could do to make video games that didn't require typing into a computer. He tells a story about one of his colleagues, Kazuyuki Kirishima, who worked with him at Square and was like a big deal and could not even type his name onto a keyboard. He had no idea what to do with it. But Kimura had been writing in BASIC, which is English words, like his whole life. So he was pretty skilled at the computer part of the job. So he got a job at Squaresoft working on Romancing Saga 2. He was just entry level at the time, so he didn't contribute much to the game, but he contributed one of the most important parts of the game. When he first got there, when the characters would spark a new move or whatever, they had a generic little like exclamation point above their head. And Kimura told the designer that this was boring and it wasn't exciting, and that it should be a light bulb, like they're getting a new idea. The designer agreed, and now the sparking light bulb has been in every single Saga game ever since.
Cute.
So Kimura describes his 20-year-old self as thinking that he was a big hotshot full of wonderful ideas, and when he got to Square, he would make the best games in the world, and everyone would be in love with his ideas. But when he actually got there and met the actual hotshots full of ideas, he was very humbled. But he wasn't discouraged. He just saw that he had a lot more to work on, and he was determined to do that work. But after 3 years with Square, he felt he wasn't progressing, and so he was starting to get burnt out and hate game development. So he decided he was never going to make video games ever again and was going to leave to travel the world. He told his boss that he was moving back to West Japan to take care of his family and that he would never work in games ever again. His colleagues, the aforementioned Kazuyuki Kirishima and Taro Kudo, as well as a friend from another department at Square, Kenichi Nishi, all also wanted to leave Square and start their own studio, and they wanted Kimura to come and join them. He said, "Look, I like you, and I like your ideas, and I think that you're going to do great, but I got to go travel the world. If after I go travel the world, I come back and y'all are still doing it, I'll join your studio. But for now, no thank you." But that trip didn't start for a month, so they begged him, like, "Look, just come discuss games with us for a month and see if you like it." So he joined the studio Lovedelic for around a month and discussed the game that would one day become Moon. But when his month was up, he said that he wasn't joking about traveling the world, and he took off on his worldwide adventure. Kimura loves traveling. In his introduction on the Onion Games website says that he has walked all over the world, and he told Patrick Klepek in the interview that that's actually true. He's walked on every continent in like a crapload of countries, and he's basically gone everywhere ever since his post Squaresoft trip. And he's every time he is traveling, he's really in awe of how beautiful and rich the world around him, as well as the people around him are. He loves seeing new cultures and new peoples, and seeing all the way that people are diverse, but also seeing all the ways that people are similar. After a few stops that he doesn't even remember what they were, he eventually ended up in Peru, and he was visiting a town near Machu Picchu. And he saw a huge line of kids just standing in front of a small street vendor. The guy had set up a few Super Nintendos, and he was letting kids play for 10 minutes for a penny. And then when they were done, they had to go back to the back of the line. But the games that they were playing weren't like Mario or Breakout or anything normal for this sort of situation. They were playing Final Fantasy IV. But because each kid only got to play for 10 minutes, all of them were looking over each other's shoulders, being like, "Oh, go over there, go over there." And they were just hyping each other up, getting excited playing this game. And looking at that, he knew that he still wanted to make games. It was the jobbiness of the job at Square that he didn't like, not game development. So he returned from Peru to see how far along Lovedelic had gotten with Moon, and they hadn't. The game's action was currently about opening doors to people's hearts by like actually opening doors. And he doesn't remember what the story was, but he remembers it was a mess, and it was something about a boy and a girl, and got way too complicated for what they had the capabilities to do. So he was flabbergasted that they hadn't made any progress in the like 6 or so months that he was gone. So he got to work helping people get back on track. He would punch up the story here, design some systems there, until eventually he was accidentally the game director. He doesn't like to think of it as directing because he's done directing at other places, and he says that this was more like a garage band. Everyone there was different and good at different things, and were inspiring each other. And by the end of everyone bouncing off of each other, it just ended up that everybody liked Kimura's story the most. So he wrote the whole thing. One of the garage band sort of moments that they had was somebody one day brought in a bunch of modeling clay to the studio, just kind of like to play with, and everyone joined in, like down to the accountant. I don't know if it was actually the accountant, but he says like every single person in there just was playing with this Play-Doh, and they made something like 60 different monsters out of the clay, and they decided that those monsters were going to be the monsters for Moon. The core idea of Moon was poking at the idea that in video games, the hero goes around murdering thousands of critters and breaking and entering and stealing, and he's considered the hero. But what does it mean to be a hero? and when you're playing a game, what's the reality of what's happening in the story and what is just gameplay abstractions. Their Moon mood board also had things like a world to explore at will, riddles without heavy handed hints, characters with individual human traits, and a story without killing. Kimura says that his journey around the world and witnessing all the diversity really brought these themes forefront in his mind, and that's what he was thinking about at the time when he wrote the story. One of the other ideas that came up in these garage band type sessions is that Taro Kudo decided that they shouldn't have a traditional game soundtrack because like the real world doesn't have music, that's video game stuff, but in the real world you listen on your CD player at the time, and so in the game you find MDs and they're actual indie artists that they license to put in the game, so you listen on your CD player and that's the only music in the game, which is very cool.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. That's wild.
After Moon was released, they were looking to get the game localized into English, but the producer that was leading that charge left Love and no one else wanted to do it, so the international edition was dropped. In the interest of brevity, I must want to skip a few over the 20 plus years that they were making games like Tulip and Rule of Rose. But seriously, go read those interviews. It's so fascinating. There's a lot of really cool bits in there. Uh, and the book that I read, it was written at a time when Onion Games was just getting founded. So it's very cool seeing him like, yeah, I want to get back into games, and I think I'm going to do it now, sort of thing. It's a very awesome time capsule of it. In 2016, Kimura was in another stage of burnout with his career, and he attended the Independent Games Summit in Tokyo. And seeing all of the games that people were making just for the love of the game, he was moved to tears. In his exact words, he says, "I feel that indie games are a part of the beautiful nature of the earth. This wonder and awe he felt looking at the indie games is the same wonder and awe he feels looking at mountains, seeing auroras, going around nature, traveling the world. He felt that same emotion watching people make indie games." So he knew he wanted to make games again, and this time he wanted to do it indie. So he called up his friends from Love to Lick and Punchline, and he told them this story, and they said, "Nah, you weren't crying because you were moved. You were just crying because someone was cutting onions." And thus, Onion Games was born. Toby Fox, the creator of Undertale, posted publicly after Undertale got super successful that his primary inspiration was Moon, and he wished that everyone would be able to play it one day. After this, Kimura and Fox became friends, and they would often participate in indie developer interviews and stuff like that together. And after one interview, they were getting lunch, and Toby asked Kimura why Moon never came out in English, and Kimura said that, "Oh, it's too hard. There's no way it would ever happen." But after he said that out loud, he says, he thought to himself, "Wait, why am I giving up? I shouldn't give up." And it was around this time that the fan translation of Moon by Galeon Q was starting to get buzz. I don't know if it ever got finished. I did not look that up. I thought it would. I should have, because I'm bringing it up, but I did not look it up if it was ever finished. But people were excited about it, and Kimura was really shocked that people overseas liked Moon as much as they did, and to be this excited about a fan translation when the game never came out and it didn't even sell very well in Japan. One of the only hits I could find in the videogamehistory.org library was like sales numbers from Japan. I think it sold like 30,000 copies, something like that. At least at the time of that sales report. So they didn't do very great, but yet everyone was so excited for this game and wanted to play it. And so, because the West was so excited about it, he decided that if they re-release Moon for the Switch, they wanted to have an English localization. Rewind back a couple of years to the development of Little King's Story, and Kimura was at Tokyo Game Show to promote it. And then Tim Rogers and Brandon Sheffield of Insert Credit interviewed him, but not about Little King's Story, about Tulip. Tulip is one of Kimura's favorite games that he's ever made, and so he was super delighted to talk about Tulip the whole time, and he formed a friendship with Tim and Brandon. So when it came time to find a translator for Dandy Dungeon, he thought of how Tim is a talented writer, and he's a huge fan of Kimura's work, and he really understands like the themes and stuff that Kimura's trying to do, and he's also really, 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 really good at Japanese. And so he reached out to Tim, and Tim said yes to do Dandy Dungeon. So then a few years later, when they got the rights back to Moon from Kadokawa, they were determined to have an English translation, so they reached out to Tim again, and once more he said yes. And so on August 27th, 2020, Moon was finally released into the West, and I bought it on day one and never turned it on. Let's fix that. Let's turn it on and see what this game is about. All right, here we go.
Super Metroid.
Game start. This game requires 1 block of data to save.
If you say so.
That's so funny. Phenomenon occurred at a looming mountain boulder upon which the people of Lovedgard dared not tread, called the Dragon Castle. Near the dignified summit of the Dragon Castle lies the Death Crevasse, an impressive cruciform rock fissure rumors say billions of years something something. A faint heartbeat of darkness lurking within the people of Lovedgard accumulated and synchronized. A ripple of distortion bent the moon's light. That's very funny. That's so funny.
Yeah, it has become clear that was definitely intentional.
Absolutely.
This rules.
When the wicked surge began to enshroud Lovedgard, people whispered of a legend that I got 3 Oh, that's so good. Moon! I'm playing that game. Let's start a new game.
Are you doing inputs?
I am now, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if this was still cutscene.
Let's name our guy Totino. I wonder what this is a reference to. Well met, legendary hero. The evil dragon who dwells in the Dragon Castle has eaten the moon right out of the night sky. Only you can kill the dragon. Because you are strong, brave, and great. Please, kill the dragon. Okay.
This rules. I love this.
We're counting on you. We're counting on you. Well, now I have to see if the minister says something different. The dragon is formidable. Steel your will, hero. Also, kill many of his friends first to become stronger. This is so great.
Oh no.
Oh no! A crazy dog draws near. The crazy dog wags its tail. However, nothing happens. The hero attacks. The crazy dog ran away. The hero did not earn any experience points. However, the hero is confident in his current strength.
This is great.
This is fantastic. The hero is so tough and cool.
I like how the I like how the portraits don't match the sprites at all.
Not even close. It's so good. And absolutely on purpose. Please do your best. I await your triumph. There's good stuff inside that dresser there. Yeah, let's take some stuff from the dresser. Hero investigated the dresser. The hero found some items. Got legendary helmet. Got legendary armor. Got legendary shoes.
Dang, she wasn't kidding.
What was that?
I don't know. I thought it was some sort of stream malfunction for a second.
Oh, no, it bounced back. Ooh la la, hero, so big and strong. Hey, hero, counting on you, champ. So far, I love that this game has no subtlety.
Yes.
It knows exactly what it's doing. No more NPCs?
Also, everything about this, it feels so like this game could have come out this year so far.
Yeah.
And yet it came out in, did we agree on 1997?
Sure. I don't know if it's real, but if that's right, but we'll go with
Well,
that.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Rainbows bring about the world's rebirth.
Yeah, 97.
Okay. You would think with all of the stuff I read today. A slime draws near. The hero attacks. The slime's hit points have been reduced by 1. The slime attacks. The hero's hit points have been reduced by 1. The hero attacks. The slime's hit points have been reduced by 1. The slime attacks.
I think,
if this ain't the truth.
yeah. I think the wording here is...
This just ain't gonna cut it.
Well, I was gonna say, I think the wording here is taken directly from Dragon Warrior 1, but obviously that isn't.
The hero invoked the holy power. Thunder executed. The hero has defeated the slime. The hero gets 5 points of experience. All I had to do was press A to get past that. That was easy.
You didn't have to use an HM.
The hero senses an aura of absurd wickedness. The hero decides to change equipment. Equipped legendary helmet. Equipped legendary armor. Equipped legendary shoes. A holy rainbow arch appears before you. The wicked aura has vanished.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Fastest I've ever gotten the legendary weapons. Build the rainbow bridge. Which, viewers, if you don't know, is what you do in Dragon Quest 1. Ooh, we've been playing for 8 hours. What is that?
Creature.
Prickles. Prickles. This spiky critter's scary and gross. Hey, hero, can you do something? No, I don't want to hurt Prickles. A paragon draws near. The hero attacks. The paragon takes 62 damage. Something's happening. The paragon cloned itself. The hero attacks. Didn't hit Paragon A. Paragon B attacks. Ew, what's with the tongues? The hero takes 58 damage. The hero attacks. Didn't hit Paragon B.
Nice.
Paragon B changed shape. The Paragon was an illusion. The Paragon attacks. The hero deftly dodges the blow. The hero attacks. Critical hit. Paragon takes 142 damage. The hero has defeated the Paragon. The hero gets 78 points of experience. Dragon King. Now we're at 20 hours. We got this.
Sounds about right.
And of course, it's high tech. Oh, that's so good. Oh, little robot guy. Beep, 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 beep. No, beep, boo boo bop.
Is this an airship?
Is this an airship? It's Dragon Questing. It's a really long thingy that I can't do anything with. That's very funny. In Dragon Quest, when you get someone, get a key item or get someone in the party, it's like a 45-second. You just gotta sit there while you listen to the music thing. Oh no!
Wow.
The penultimizer draws near. The hero expertly flails. This did a suitably impressive amount of damage. The hero is gathering their strength. The hero ponders using their ultimate magic. Meteor! The hero has defeated the penultimizer. The hero has been promoted to the highest level. Welcome, great warrior. I am the dragon. I have waited long for one such as thee. Thou art a fool to challenge me. A dragon draws near. A chump such as thyself cannot defeat my likes. The hero attacks. The dragon takes 9,999 points of damage. The hero attacks. Dragon takes 10,000 points of damage. The dragon takes 10,000 points of damage. The dragon takes 10,000. The dragon takes 10,000. The dragon takes 10,000 points of damage. Well, mom said we got to go to bed. Can't keep playing. On second thought, didn't I turn off the TV? Whoa!
Classic.
It's either your TV or a truck. Oh, that's a lot. I love that animation. That's so good. Yeah, I keep wanting to be like, oh, this game is reminding me of blah blah blah, but it's like, oh, now I know that Contact for the DS was inspired by Moon. It's in reverse. All of the games that I enjoy, I'm like, oh, it was this one. That's a big ass sword. Heard that at this rate, the world will cease to be. So the rumors were true? You mean about the moonlight getting eaten? They're sending somebody to kill it, apparently. Maybe we can finally live in peace after all. Bunch of cravens. Aw, poor Baker. I don't mind. After all, we got as many cowards as jerks in this town. One thing that's cool, this game is not emulation. They found the source code and remade it from the ground up for the Switch.
That's wild.
Hey, did you say something? What? I ain't said nothing. Bilby, did you say something? Alright, enough. Get back to work. Oh, he's the hero. Maybe the hero will help us. Is the king coloring? You must quest forth to the final dungeon, the Dragon Castle. Quest forth! One of the things I saw while I was reading about Onion Games for the past like 4 hours was that the gibberish that they have is for this one, like the port to Switch, they got fans from all over to send in recordings of them talking in their own language and then cut them and splice them all up together, which is very cool. He says this is the final form of what he wanted the gibberish to sound like. Did not speak. What did you say? I did not speak. I love the difference in sprites from the game world to the real world.
Yeah.
That guy looks like a bona fide merch panda. Make some nice picture postcards. There's got to be something that the kids will bonker out about. So he seeks to maximally engage your customers. Oh no! No! Don't chase the doggy! Wacky times are soon upon us. Look at this idiot chasing a stray dog. Is this the guy we want to trust to kill our dragon? Oh, Shambles, you do always speak your mind. I must say, I dislike such negativity. Dislike me all you want. I ain't asking you to like me. Why, I never. I swear. Shambles, how could you say such a thing? Come on now, quit your wailing. This is why I hate kids and women. No, don't hurt the doggy. Well, if he can't catch him at this run speed, at his run speed, there's no way I can catch him at mine. Oh, hi, doggy. Ew, don't pee on me, doggy. What happens if I try and leave over here? Oh, can't. That's not a way out. If I try and leave this way. Oh, it let me go. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, hey, it's the doggy. Someone there? Calm down, my little friend. Do you happen to be Totino? Totino, is that you? Oh! My sweet Totino has come back to me. Where have you been for all this time? Please, never leave your Granby all alone ever again. I had a feeling something good was going to happen today. Now, come right over here and tell me all about it. People in town thought you died, Totina. Not me, of course. I always believed that my grandbabby would come. Mumble, welcome back, Totino. Mumble, snore. Granby has fallen asleep. Totina, I'm glad you're here, my sweet grandchild. Mumble, mumble. Hop in bed? Sure, why not? Totino. My Totino. Welcome to Moon World. I always believed that someday you would come here. I am the one who will guide you on your way. Do you know what the most precious thing in Moon World is? It's love. The power to see the unseeable, the secret key to touch the untouchable. Only those with hearts full of love can traverse Moon World. However, your love needs time to ripen. You are level 1, Love's Awakening. Listen, you must gather love with all your strength and will. Then, you must use your power to open the door of light. Now, awaken. Devote yourself to the people of Moon. Let us meet again in another dream. Good morning, Totino. I hope you slept well. Oh yes, I put out your favorite clothes. Wait a second. Here, try this on. How splendid. You've come back to me. Now you and I and Teo are together again. Your Granby baked you some cookies. Take one. You got homemade cookie. Alright. And now we have a 7-day Majora's Mask timer.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they translated the
Manual.
instruction manual. Yeah, I didn't read it though.
Yeah, I read it last night, and I do not remember much about it. I know that you press the A button to select things from a menu.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How innovative.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what a cutie. I know I don't look like much, but I'm quite the intellectual. I ain't kidding. Want to ask something? Yes. You're a good kid. Never let go of that curiosity. Ain't you Totino? I knew you were on your way here. I was thinking I'd wait for you here to tell you some of the stuff I know. There's a lot you gotta know, so where do we start? Slightly important stuff, somewhat important stuff, or extremely important stuff. My name is Yoshida. You shouldn't forget it. If there's anything you want to know about an item, show it to me. Hey, now I remember. Have you met the king? He knows a lot of stuff too. I mean, not as much as me. Though, yeah, you should probably go meet him. Yeah, buddy. Come on by my house sometime. You're always welcome. Also, yeah, you can get love from a lot of stuff just by walking around. Go talk to the king. That's what he told me to do. Indeed, yes, the king is I. You require an audience? Talk to me after I feed my sweet little birdies.
So do we just have to wait in real time for him to finish?
I know that they do have schedules and stuff, so potentially talk to this weird looking guy. Totino? It can't be. He truly perished. Please, perpetrate not such shocking japes. You've got a face I haven't seen. You're a traveler? In truth, half a year past, a boy died in a dreadful accident. You cut a perfectly similar figure. Citizens here might mistake you for Totino. You needn't worry on it. Yes, then, I've much work to do. I take my leave. That's pushing, looks like. It's Crescent Day today. Okay, a little later then. Cease this pranking at once. Those ancient and honorable shrubs have served this castle for generations. Treat them with due respect. Stop that. If you touch those shrubs, I will always come running at you. Mumble, mumble. Whisper, whisper. Mumble, mumble. Whisper, whisper. Oh, you talk to him? Alright, kid.
Oh gosh.
Let's go see what he's up to. Who's he murdering?
He's stealing.
Bar Wanda, open nightly. Not even going to say anything. Ah, Florence, mumble mumble. dresser is empty. Well, I didn't want to go through their stuff.
Well, but it's empty. I already took the legendary stuff.
Oh, that was in the bar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
See, I completely already forgot about the plot of that video game. Drum Hum Daily. Crescent Day. Question marks of question mark. Front page news. The hero we have awaited departed on his quest, and he's been leveling up as expected. He's currently on level 2. Our inside source believes it's only a matter of time before the hero reaches the Dragon Castle. I know I don't look like much, though. Quite the intellectual. Somewhat important stuff. I found this weird stone in my hometown. There was some wild stuff written on there. Like there was stuff about you on there. It said you were going to show up and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, that's why I said I knew you were coming. Hey, this is a pretty big deal, so definitely don't forget it, okay? See ya, buddy. Come by my house sometime. You're always welcome. Oh my god. Okay, phew. I thought I was going to have to do the whole preamble again. You know what the most important thing in the world is? It's love, my friend. Bubby, if you ain't got love, you'll stop breathing and pass the heck out.
I wonder if Tim Rogers wrote this.
For your life. Yep. You'll have to reload a previous save, and you'll start from wherever you last slept. So keep that in mind out there. See you later, buddy.
You seem to be
exhausted.
Yeah.
I gotta go sleep.
I guess.
No, not the slime. He didn't do nothing to you. So this is slime? It's burnt to a crisp.
Music.
Yep, there's been diegetic music, which is very cute. She has a radio right there. And that was a whole day.
I feel like we didn't accomplish much.
No. I didn't know that would end the whole day, but I was so lethargic. I was falling over.
I wonder if we can talk to the king now.
Maybe. My clock is flashing. I wonder what that means. It's like got a badge notification on it.
He's still feeding the birds.
The hitbox for that bridge is huge, and it auto walks you up. Oh my god. Oh, Grumble, so much to do. Morning, stroll time in the garden. Afternoon, audience in the throne room. Yes, that's it. Too much to do. Why didn't it make it to noon? Or I guess I did. Why didn't... want to find an animal.
I wonder if you got lethargic early because you didn't have love.
Yeah. I know you can't stay awake for very long without love. But well, now I've seen everything. If you ain't just some walking clothes. I'm Curio. I run this general store here. I do trade-ins too, so if you got anything you want to profit off of, just let me look at it. My eyeballs will decide the price. Hero bromide, fishing rod, Teo's favorite, and fishing bait. Oh, I remember from the manual. You have to eat. I should have ate those cookies. Compost.
This is why you read the manual.
Uh-huh. We're open. Come on in. So polite. Well, hey, Totino. Oh, I'm sorry. Totino's dead. Of course you're not him. Phew. Sorry if I startled you. It's just you're wearing the same clothes that Totino wore. Apologies, friend. I haven't seen your face around here. Are you a tourist? My name is Baker. I'm a baker. I bake hot, fresh loaves absolutely daily. I look forward to your enjoying my bread. Oh, I didn't even do anything. I just talked to him. Teehee. LOL. Baker squared, because he's Baker the Baker. I ain't got any in them. I need to find some love.
What's that billboard?
Happy, breezy, Bali Bali Island. A sip of liquor, a trip to heaven. Enjoy lovely vacating on Bali Bali Island. Yoshida Travel Agency.
Yoshida was the name of the bird, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm Shambles, and yeah, I'm a filthy vagrant. The heck is an excuse. I think I must catch the slime.
But the slime has already been burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, but I catch his soul, and I save him. Let's see anywhere that is. See, now I'm lethargic.
Do you still have the cookies? That's not a cookie.
And now I'm back. Hello, Totino. I've been waiting for you. Yes, pleased to meet you. My name is Dolottle. I came from a faraway place just to meet you. So, how does it make you feel to look at little Slimy here? Quite tragic. That's right, this is a tragedy. This is a sad state of affairs. Little Slimy here was just minding its own business, and our hero, Blastburn, poor Slimy dead with fearsome magic lightning. He's out there slaughtering animals and earning quote-unquote experience. It's frightful. Look, that animal's soul sadly wandering forevermore. However, the truth is, you can catch that soul and bring it back to life. And that, friend, is where love is born. Only you can do this. I cannot trust anyone else. This is our fate. Ah, it's too late. No one can stop the hero now. You are our only hope. Here, you'll need this. You got the animal file. If you find an animal carcass, press the A button to open its file. You'll be able to read about their characteristics and see what they look like alive. You'll also find some hidden hints for catching them. Well, then I'm off. Totino, my friend, let us meet again.
So we just hadn't gone to the right spot to be tutorialized.
Yeah. Slimy, a mollusk which jiggle hops up and down as it moves. Greatly enjoys when you pinch its little tippy top part with your fingers. Drakey, a new species of bat evolved from the pink bat. Nocturnal, snoozes during daylight hours. Uses supersonic waves primarily during important family events.
Right, so Slimy's ghost was hopping around here.
No, I need the love. Am I dead? No.
Was that just time passing?
Yeah, I was transitioning tonight. Catch! Rescuing Slimy. Beep, beep, beep. Want some love. You got 100 yen.
That's a lot.
I think I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe you should go get some food or go to bed.
Yeah.
Not even speaking to your Granby.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
Just walking right past her.
Hello there, Totino. It seems we meet again. You can grow your love level in this stream. When you've earned some love, just go to sleep. That way, you can grow your action limit. Then you can move about this world more freely. That is love. This is love. The love from the souls of the animals. Slimy. Congratulations. Totino, your love has deepened further. Totino, you have reached love level 2, Love Apprentice. For your next level, you're going to need 2 more love. Love still dots this world. Please, seek out the scattered love. Collect a lot of it, please. I think it might be a 7-day cycle and not you have 7 days to beat the game. That's at least what I hope. I meant to talk to Granby, but these doors have huge hitboxes. Oh yes, your Granby baked you some cookies. Take some. Hell yeah.
You're not gonna wait till you're hungry?
I was seeing if it... Because last time when I ate it, it immediately moved it over, so I was looking to see if it did. And it didn't. So... A nocturnal snoozes during daylight hours. That'll last till night. Rainbow Rocks welcomes you. This place is called Rainbow Rocks because of all the rainbow-colored rocks. Once dreary boulders alone composed this landscape. Then one day, a panoramic rainbow appeared. This rainbow is reliably visible all year round. Pretty colors baked themselves into the boulders, therefore, Rainbow Rocks. Have a look at the illustration of a rainbow on this board. The 7 colors are lined up in proper order. Do you wonder if this order has some special meaning? Shy rocks live in this region. There's a type of suborient multi-arthropod. At a glance, a shy rock appears to be a normal boulder. Then it senses human presence for too long. It loses its patience and moves aside. I remember that.
Ew.
I did not like the amount of legs that was. This is Glatondra, beautiful only daughter of the owner of the Kuita restaurant. Although a customer called her beauty an advertisement for the shop, she mistook the compliment and now wishes to become a literal billboard. Wait, we had some billboards.
What?
She wanted to be a billboard, so I was like, I know where billboards are. What if rainbow is the link point between this world and outer space? I was wrong though. Even if it's a mechanically generated rainbow, it's still pretty. The experiment was a mistake, Dr. H.
Oh. Well, good job.
Yay! Rescuing Glatondra, beep beep. Alright. We got some yinum. Let's go buy some food. Yeah, this game rules, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to find me an MD. I need some music.
What is that?
Yinum Frog has lived in Fountain Park. Loves coins made of moon fragments. Central Fountain Square. Moonlight Fountain. Many coins glitter beneath the water. Toss a coin in.
It's sort of glittering.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it was doing that before.
Not either. But I need to get to the bakery before.
Also,
different thing.
I think it's afternoon, so you could talk to the king.
Yes. Baker. Today's bread is as fresh as usual. Let's do croissant. Oh, I'll buy or I'll buy. Nice. Don't not have one at all.
What are you looking for?
Oh, I was looking for my MD player because I saw one earlier, but I think I was at Granby's, and so it was her radio, not mine. Foreign exchange student from Toyland. Nice to meet you. Say, what kind of toys do you like? Video games. You know, like Game Station? Never heard of it. Can I borrow yours? Oh, sure. Golly, it's a promise then. Gee, I guess I should loan you one of my toys until then. What you got? Noak's toy. Gotta talk to the king before nightfall.
Games with real-time schedules for people stress me out a lot.
Absolutely. Today has finished. No! If you want to come tomorrow after I feed my birdies. I just missed it.
This is why they stress me out.
Absolutely.
I don't think following him to his bedchamber is going to work.
No. Absolutely not. But there's something.
Is that a card? Stuck in the wall?
You pilfer your treasure. Here you go. It's a calling card from a phantom thief.
Nice.
You just gotta catch all the animals. One use Tinianum, of course. Oh shit. That didn't pause time. And I'm very not at home. I think I'm dead. Unless I can sleep in the king's bed.
I don't think that's allowed.
No, it's not. It's deeply rewarding the active. Well, I didn't catch an animal today, did I?
Yes you did.
Dang it. I'm gonna have to go catch her again. Yeah. Game over. Patino, Love Apprentice. Alright, let's do this one more time. Got Granby's photo. I wanted your CD. It's so quiet. Like the Bjork song.
So I don't know if she'll be behind the billboard without you talking to her first.
Yeah.
Or looking at her dead body first.
Yeah. I didn't know either. So I decided to just hedge my bets. Got you. I love the octopus UFO. Rescuing Glatandra. Beep, 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 beep. I need some tunage. Worm. According to ancient legend, 1,000 worms amalgamated into one. Oh, there's so many dead animals out here. Elmo, a modest dog, extremely conscientious of others' turf, yet claims no territory of his own. What's that again? A modest doggy, extremely conscientious of others' turf, yet claims no territory.
Let's try and speak with the king today.
Yeah. Simimar, perching on trees and screaming is its way of letting out the stress that builds up during its long life underground. So that one's going to be in a tree somewhere. Oh, he's a fastin'. You're faster in the diagonals. Across more ground. I don't know if I got it. These things are so long.
Really feels like you should have a run button.
No, I have Granby's photo. Time for my afternoon audience. If you have troubles or worries or problems, speak them to me. Ahoy, you are not of this realm, yes? How rude of me. I forgot our kingdom's custom. Here, we trade business cards with new friends. Here, this one's mine. You got the king's card. Now when you want to ask someone something, present that card to them. Press the Y button to open the menu, move left and right to select, and press A to use it.
Neat.
Yes, yes. Afternoon audience time now. Start. What shall we talk about? Quite right. That's how you use it. I say you catch on quickly. Any card you get, any item can be used in the same way. How about you visit the town and ask people about me?
You could ask him about Granby.
Uh-huh. Oh. You can do this wrong. It looked like a butt. Ooh, but thou must. Interesting. I gotta pay more attention to what I'm talking about. Can I get to Baker's Bakery before he closes?
Probably not.
Yeah, it is very close.
I mean, maybe it's a 24-hour bakery.
That would be dope. Mrs. Johnson's Bakery on Airport Drive in Austin is a 24-hour bakery, and it rules. Because if you go at night, they'll give you fresh off the fryer donuts.
Nice.
Being in a band in Austin, I had to learn all of the good places to go after midnight because we'd always get off of shows to be hungry. We're closed. Come on by tomorrow. I got it just in time.
Wow.
I wasn't even able to do anything once I bought it.
Can you go downstairs now?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Hell yeah. We're part of the seedy underbelly in here. Oh, there's a dead thing.
Also, you're about to be a dead thing. Eat the bread. Is it not letting you talk to Curio?
No.
It's weird.
Can't get close enough to her, yeah. But I need to go upstairs. There is an animal ghost. For this guy. MacArthur, chain smoker, affects the mannerisms of great general. That's cute. Rescuing MacArthur. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, one of the videos on Kimura's YouTube is about one of the quote-unquote hidden endings, but it's really not an ending. It's just a cutscene from kind of late in the game that was accidentally left on disc that people found, and in part of that video, he was talking about the early part. Ooh, that's shiny. He likes it when it's shiny, so I could throw in a coin, and the frog will come. There he is. Do I have to throw in
If
more?
only you could step on the grass.
I know.
I wonder if it has to be a special coin, because it did say coin made from moon fragments or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what a standard enum is made from.
I die. I didn't pay attention. I was worried about trying to get the frog. But I am right here. I think I can do it.
I think you're going to die.
How many times am I going to have to catch?
Whoa! Hey.
Yeah, but I'm going to die.
Yeah. Would have been really funny if you died right after doing the push animation because you missed the hitbox.
Yes. That would have made it worth it. That is love. This is love. And love from the souls of the animals. Latondra. MacArthur. Congratulations. Totino, your love has deepened further. Totino, you've reached level 3, love's first step. For your next level, you'll need one more love. Love still dots this world. Please seek out the scattered love. Collect a lot of it, please. Anybody got a CD I can borrow? Hey, Granby, tell me about yourself. What is that, dear? Granby can't see so well.
Get the cookie.
Oh. I didn't talk to her just to talk to her.
You talked to her to learn about her. You didn't talk to her to get something from her. That was your mistake.
Yeah. Why talk to your elders except to get stuff?
Exactly.
Okay. Let's go south. There's lots of animals there. It's this one. I just gotta come back at night. I think this is for the worm, because he ran past here. So I think I do that. I don't remember how I triggered the worm, though.
I think it just appeared when you went back in that direction.
I think that's right. I don't know if I have to fill out my best area or not, but I'm doing it.
I mean, you gotta get love.
Catch. I mean, talking to the dead bodies first. I don't know if I got to, but I've been doing it. Rescuing Thworm. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, but like I was saying, so they the place that they had to scrap because they decided that at an early part that when you save the monsters, their souls just went up to heaven, and they were like, this is kind of boring, we should jazz it up a little bit, and they could be picked up by a UFO because they can go to the moon, and then she lime. That's funny. And so the moon that they made was also made out of clay. So they had to like redo so much stuff at the end because you can't just re-level design a thing that's made out of clay.
There's something on the tree.
This?
Yeah.
Florence and Wanda. No. Hey, you there. So like the forest, right? It's living, like an organism. Punk kids go in there and like carve messages on trees and stuff. It's like they're beating up the earth, their own flesh and blood. And I was going to say something cool here. I forgot what. My big brother and sister are gonna yell me down. Me go home now, bye. We gotta love.
So how do you get the slime?
I just gotta get a little far away.
I mean, it said she's bashful.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So I was trying like Boo from Mario.
Maybe if you position yourself just right. I don't think so.
God damn it.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Also, you need to eat.
determined.
If you're determined, you might want to reposition yourself, like try to approach her from below.
Yeah. But I gotta get to Granby's.
You might want to eat the cookie. Oh, Tail.
Did I not already eat the cookie?
I don't think you did.
I don't. No, I did not.
You're still not doing great.
No, but I can make it to Granby's. Oh, maybe not. Come on. Get mad, get out of the way. Come on. I keep pressing my luck with these go-to beds. Nope. Womp womp.
And I think that's about to happen to me.
Yeah. I don't know how long we've been recording for, but I feel like we got it. Like obviously there's so much to do, but like I've gone through several levels. I've gone through several days. It looks like you go around and you talk to people, you earn love, you catch the monsters, and everything is cute and awesome. And obviously, at the end of as the game progresses, you go back through the plot of the Dragon Quest clone, and then cool things probably happen at the end, but that's for later. Okay, yeah, this game rules, and it absolutely deserves its reputation.
Yes.
Yeah, the end. Check us out on on the internet. No, right away the game was it was like a modern video game, like a modern indie game, but it's 30 something years old. It's bonkers how good it is.
Yeah, it came out in 1997, and it feels so fresh and modern, even
Yeah.
though it came out the same year as Final Fantasy VII.
And like the way that the game lovingly tears Dragon Quest a new one at the beginning is so good. Like everything it did, we had both of us just cackling at how good the jokes were. It was very very good and like on par with like an Undertale or something, which is also 10 years old, which is ridiculous, but like it feels like a very modern video game.
I mean, it was making jokes about Dragon Quest, but it was definitely also making jokes about other RPGs. For instance, the very funny joke of the increasingly impossible to read
Yes.
introductory text, which started with a text box would come up and you wouldn't have quite enough time to read it, but then eventually there was just really tiny text filling the entire screen and be up for half a second. That was clearly more a Final Fantasy thing.
Absolutely.
Even the 2D Final Fantasy games liked to do that.
Yeah. When I was writing my notes, I thought about Back to the Future. It's like you're not ready for this yet, but your kids are going to love it. Is the whole vibe of this game.
Yes.
And like one thing that I loved about the jokes is almost none of them are like punchline jokes. None of them are like, "Oh,
no, they're not punchline jokes. They're love to lick jokes."
But like nothing is ham-fisted or anything like that. They'll just overuse the word kill in the speech from the king and then have a incongruence between the overworld sprites and the face sprites or battle sprites. Just things that are really funny if you've played a lot of RPGs before, but it never once like announced it was doing a joke now, which is very rare in video games.
I mean, it was kind of just in a constant state of doing a joke.
Yes.
At least in the introductory segment before when you're being the hero.
I also loved that the theme of the game of what is the game and what is reality, how it came through in the differences of what you saw in the game world to what they were like in Moon World. Like how you're literally just playing the intro again, but this time you're going around and being nice to people, so you get to see everything from the other side. And uh, some of them were played for comedy, like when the hero's chasing the dog all around everywhere. But a lot of them were just like interesting, like the king being inept and just liking to color on a coloring book is just different, and it was very cool seeing the differences there. Like you also, there were a lot of things where like I could navigate the moon world because I remembered what things were shaped like in the game world. So like the area to the south, like I knew that it was going to be relatively U-shaped because that's what shape it was in the other one, sort of thing. It was rewarding your memory of the intro because it's like, oh, this is the same thing, it's just way different.
Yeah, and the I also found the core gameplay of the main section of the game to be interesting. How you're just exploring this area on a schedule and trying to find ways of making monsters' souls appear so that you can catch them. I'm trying to think what it reminds me of. It reminds me of something, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it like popped in my head for a second too of something else that I had done that was
We're so good at
similar.
this.
Really, really are. Pokemon Snap.
That is something that is sort of similar.
Yeah, because you have to like, as you're going through each thing, you have different, like the puzzle is figuring out how to make Bulbasaur appear or whatever.
Yes. But it's very interesting. It's interesting that it's a RPG parody game where you're not like doing RPG stuff really, you're doing a different sort of thing.
Hmm. It's almost entirely a puzzle game, like a puzzle adventure game, and very little of it is RPG flavored. But because the whole thing is like RPG flavored, it rules.
Yes.
You get to do RPG things without doing RPG things. Speaking of which, so I looked up in between when we recorded the video and now, I looked up to see when the first game with a daily schedule like this was, because Majora's Mask is what we called it, but Majora's Mask is 3 years later. So I was
Yeah.
looking around to see like, was this actually revolutionary? And it doesn't seem like it was, but they like Harvest Moon had one, and it was just the year before. But when I looked it up, Deadline from Infocom, the creator of Zork, their third game was a detective mystery where the NPCs all had schedules and you had to be in the right place at the right time to get the right evidence, and that came out in 1982. So they had been there for a while, but this flavor of it, the Harvest Moon, Majora's Mask Moon flavor, absolutely started just the year before with Harvest Moon. So it was very, very new to be doing this, and that's cool and neat.
Yeah. As I mentioned while we were playing, games with schedules like this stress me out.
Yeah.
You had a lot of trouble getting to the king when he wasn't busy feeding
Yeah.
birds.
Yeah, so that goes into one of the not things that I would necessarily change about this game, because like once you get through it, it's fine. But like the beginning of the game is too hard for no reason, and it's a little obtuse when it's being hard for no reason. So like, if I hadn't have read the manual, I would have no idea why I got a game over type thing. You just start walking slower, and then you die, and you kind of have no idea what's going on.
To be fair, the time this game came out, you were sort of expected to read the manual.
Yeah, and once, so I kept playing after we stopped recording, and maybe 30 minutes after where we stopped, I had gotten enough animals that I was able to stay up for over 24 hours, and that kind of made all of the hard parts of the game go away. So I think if you would have started with like more than just 12 hours of the day that you could walk around, I think all the rough parts would be smoothed over. But rough parts are good, so you don't have to smooth it over. Yeah, so the schedules are really stressful and you do die a lot, but the game has an autosave, which not a lot of PlayStation games had an autosave, which is cool. But you save at the beginning of each day, so it even though you get game overs a lot, it's a lot closer to like restarting a Super Meat Boy level than it is dying in Final Fantasy, for example.
Yeah, and I know you like to not save your game, so this is
Yeah,
good.
I'm real bad at it. Yeah, with one of the interviews with Kimura, he said that a lot of people thought that the original was too hard, but he wanted to preserve Moon exactly as it was on the PlayStation for the Switch port and not reduce or change the difficulty at all. That's why it's still 4x3 and doesn't have any quality of life updates because it's a port, not a remake, which is cool because that doesn't happen.
I mean, it has a big quality of life upgrade for me, which is being in English,
Yes.
which I love the writing in it. It's very much Tim Rogers writing.
Yeah,
He's clearly,
having a blast.
yes. Like, the writing in the intro is, of course, quite different because that is supposed to be emulating a certain tone.
Mhm.
But after the intro, it's very silly and fun.
Yeah.
And of course, reminds me a lot of Dandy Dungeon, which he also translated,
Hmm.
which is another work by Kimura, which you mentioned in the intro.
Hmm. Going back to the difficulty thing for a second, I don't think that the difficulty was actually too hard. I think it was too hard for me, Sam Allman, who plays JRPGs, because I was cocky and was going and doing the next video game thing because I thought that I could do it. But the game is very clearly about not doing that and taking it slow and hanging out with people and all of that stuff. So I think it wasn't that the game was hard, it's that I sucked.
So when we started playing, you said it was like a time loop, and then you sort of corrected yourself. I just want to confirm it isn't like a limited 7 days. It's just like a week's
Yeah.
that you go through multiple weeks, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had misunderstood because I hadn't played the game yet. So I had misunderstood. I thought it was because someone said it was a Majora's Mask style thing. I thought it was a 7-day time loop, but no, it is just a 7-day gameplay loop.
Okay. And I mean, it does still definitely share similarities with Majora's Mask, but
Hmm.
that is still a big difference.
Yeah. I wish that I would have gotten far enough to get some MDs in our playthrough because they're awesome. I now have since in my personal playthrough that I kept going, I've gotten to the MDs and that system is cool. And while we were playing, the game was almost completely silent unless we were next to somebody who was playing music. So, on the one hand, I won't have to worry about the music being too loud this episode, but on the other hand, it would have been nicer to have some music towards the beginning. Even if you only get like one or two available in at the uh general store. The I forget the lady's name. I was trying to say it. Can't remember. It was the smoker lady.
Curio?
Yeah, Curio. If Curio would have had like one or two, and then you get to the record store later, that would have been awesome. But I can confirm the music in this game rules because I've now gotten to it.
I mean, we did get to enjoy a lovely version of Claire de Lune
That's true.
at Granby's house.
Hmm. And in short, this game deserves to be in the JRPG canon because, of course, it does. Like Bernard said in the intro, this game is a cult classic game for weirdo freaks that no one has played and is simultaneously one of the most influential games in history. In the same way that we wouldn't have Pokemon without Dragon Quest, we wouldn't have Undertale without Moon, and we wouldn't have almost every other indie game without Undertale.
I mean, there were lots of indie games before Undertale,
It's true.
but Undertale was also very influential.
Hmm. This game is a thinking man's contemplation of the nature of video games as escapism, and you didn't get a lot of that kind of video game in 1997. Video games were still about saving the princess, and this game was like, oh, what's it mean to be human? And it's very, very, very cool.
By the way, since we're talking about Undertale
Mm.
a lot, I want to call out a article that Game Informer published today, which I think has an unfair headline.
Hmm.
Toby Fox defends limited language options in Undertale and Deltarune. Quote, I want it to match my vision,
Wow.
which sounds a little shitty. The actual quote is more like, look, I would love to have more language options. We have tried to find more ways to do more localizations, but I want to work very closely with the translators and make sure it works very well. So this is a difficult thing. And I mean, if you've played Undertale,
Yeah.
it seems like it would be. I'm not a translator, but it seems like it would be a very hard game to translate.
Yeah.
And Toby Fox knows Japanese, so that helped him be able to do the Japanese localization. I think if you want to be mad at Toby Fox for what he said, sure, but go and read the full quote and not just what's in the headline before you get angry. If you want to get angry after reading the full quote, go ahead.
Yeah, in short, Moon rules, and you should play it. And when you're done playing it, you should get Stray Children, their 30 years later follow-up that is also a follow-up to Undertale.
Yeah, and also Dandy Dungeon, which was originally a mobile game, but now has an offline pay once version on Steam and Switch and stuff, and it's so good.
It's very, very good.
And I really want to play Moon and then play Stray Children.
But that brings us to the end of today's episode. If you like what you heard today and you're not already subscribed to RPG Book Club, you can check us out wherever you get your podcasts. After subscribing, you can head on over to www.rpgbook.club, where any and all donations will help us offset the cost of running the show. If you donate $1 or more a month, you'll get access to our bonus feed, which has after shows for each episode of the podcast, as well as bonus seasons of the show covering the Tales of series and the Star Ocean series. If you donate $5 or more a month, you will also get your name shouted out at the end of every episode, a little like this. Shoutouts to Dragon Slayer 19, Freddie Rodriguez, and JFro Prime. And then finally, at $20 or more a month, you can make me say a one-sentence shout-out to whatever you like, such as El Tantavi, who wants you to check out Aftermath.site, a worker-owned, reader-supported news site covering video games, the internet, and the cultures that surround them. As well as Kildranas, who says to check out Podcasters Assemble. It's a documentary-style, crowdsourced, movie hype and rewatch podcast. Every season, podcasters from around the world are assembled to review, reminisce, and riff on a popular franchise. And then shout-outs to Vimk, who says, you do know the cohort, right? And then shoutouts to It's Claire Time, who says, for you TTRPG nerds, check out Fabula Ultima. I'm not affiliated with the game, I just think it's neat. For the JRPG Canon, I've been Sam.
I'm Bernard.
Go play some games.